We're gonna be doing Chaos Recruiter today for today's stream. I don't think I'm gonna stream super long, although sometimes I say that and then I end up streaming for 5 hours. But my goal is not to do that. So yeah, I'll talk about the deck real quick. I'm sort of gonna do like kind of like a mini like deck profile or whatever, and then we'll play a few games. So yeah, so I'm building decks generally. Like if it's a specific deck that I'm supposed to be building, I kind of think about like, well, what does this deck do well? How do we best capitalize on that? And the interesting thing about Chaos Recruiter is that it's a very kind of the gameplay is very straightforward, which is why I think a lot of people don't like playing it. It can be kind of like boring to be on either side of the matchup. But since there's so much redundancy in the monster lineup, I think this is a kind of deck you want to be playing 3 Trap Dust Shoots in. I think this is kind of like one of the best like 3 Trap Dust Shoot decks in the format. So against like most of the control decks, the plan is just kind of like Dust Shoot them and then just kind of like attack them with these resilient monsters. And then yeah, I mean game plan's like kind of based around that to a large extent. So yeah, monster lineup is like fairly standard, probably more standard than people were even expecting. Probably the most interesting thing here is that we're playing one Zaborg, which I mean, not a ton to say about that. I've already talked about Zaborg in a lot of the other content that I've done. But I feel it's a very good card in the current meta. And recruiters, we've often got the monsters to tribute for Zaborg, so I feel like, yeah, let's just play one of those. We're only playing 3 Chaos Monsters, which I think at this point is like pretty accepted in this deck. I would imagine that the few recruiter players that still exist are playing 3 Chaos Monsters, because we kind of have to, like, we can't really put lights and darks in our grave ourselves. We kind of have to rely on our opponent to do it for us. So yeah, with this deck, you usually don't want to open like multiple Chaos Monsters. You'd rather just kind of open one. So yeah, pretty standard. We got 8 lights, other than the Chaos Monsters. We have 8 lights and 7 darks, which I think is the correct number. We have 1 more light than dark, but the lights don't end up in the grave as easily, right? Because like DD Warrior Lady, Azura Priest, Zaborg don't go in the grave quite as quickly as like all the darks do. So yeah, pretty standard ratios there. I think 18 monsters is ideal. I think sometimes you end up playing 19 because there's like a lot of stuff you want to fit in. The one thing that I was a little torn about on the monster lineup was I was considering just playing Tribe Infecting Virus in the main deck over the second Azura Priest. And I think there are pros and cons to each here. I definitely think there are pros and cons to each. Basically, it's like sort of in the current meta, I think Tribe Infecting Virus is the better card, but I think Azura Priest kind of goes better with the deck, right? Because obviously Tribe's not Chaos typed. Azura Priest is a light, and that was kind of the tiebreaker for me. I was kind of thinking, I don't know if like 7 lights are going to be enough. I think we're probably going to need 8. And then the other considerations, obviously Azura Priest is like better with creature swap than Tribe Infecting Viruses. I mean, swap and Tribe don't really have any synergy. The one thing that I do like about Tribe though in this kind of deck is since the deck is so redundant, there often are cards in hand that you don't mind discarding. So that's like the one thing that I like about Tribe of this deck is we can like discard an extra Dust Shoot or like an extra Recruiter or something, and it kind of becomes a way to get stuff into the grave. How do you beat TER? Well, we have plenty of ways, and there's not a lot of TERs floating around in the format right now. For that, we do cite an extra Book of Moon. Like, against Goat Control, we kind of want 3 books, but against like all the other decks in the meta, we really don't. So yeah, that's kind of the main way. Obviously, Tribe would deal with Thousand Eyes, whereas Azura Priest doesn't. So again, that's like kind of like the trade-off there. And I might change this. Spells are also pretty standard. Again, just 2 Book of Moons. I don't want to see this card like all the time, cause especially in game one, because it makes their crossouts live if we book our own guy. And then versus like Thunder Dragon Chaos, it's just not a very good card. So yeah, so that's why we're only playing 2. Oh yeah, I also forgot to talk about Roulette Barrel. I almost skipped over like one of the other non-standard cards. So yeah, obviously if we're not playing Roulette Barrel, then like Shining Angel like just has DD Warrior Lady to get. So for that reason, like I just kind of wanted like another solid Shining Angel target. The other thing that you could do is you could consider just main decking like Jowgen the Spiritualist instead of Roulette Barrel, because that could be a pretty good Shining Angel target too. It just kind of depends. Like if you're expecting a lot of warriors, I think you main deck Roulette Barrel. If you're expecting a lot of like, I don't know, like Reasoning Gate, then Jowgen takes the cake. But yeah, we're going with Roulette Barrel for now. Roulette Barrel is kind of like the one monster that we could set in our deck and potentially get hit by a crossout. But again, the goal is just to have like a solid Angel target. I don't know, Roulette Barrel has just been good for me lately. I don't know if I've just been getting lucky or what, but like with my Chaos Return deck, I was maining Roulette Barrel in that too, and I was like, Roulette Barrel's been pretty good. Yeah. And Roulette Barrel can be like a really slow out to Gravekeeper Spy, which our deck can have problems with. You just sit there rolling until you kill them all. That's of course like another reason to play Tribe in the main, is it deals with Spy as well. So yeah, like against Thunder Dragon Chaos, we're just usually gonna side Tribe Infecting Virus in, since we just want to kill their spies. So yeah, that covers like the monsters and the spells. Traps, again, nothing super out of line here. Regarding a 3 Dust, I was actually going to talk about that. Basically, I know this is kind of weird. If I could just, like, take away this Dust Tornado and play 39 cards, I would probably do that. But, obviously, we can't play 39 cards. So it's like, I'm thinking, well, what do I want? Do I want, like, the 3rd Book of Moon? Do I want the main deck return? Do I want the 3rd Dust? So I decided to go with 3rd Dust. One thing that a lot of people overlook in these kinds of decks is, 1, Dust is, like, really good with creature swap. Like, when you're going for a creature swap play, you don't want your opponent to have any back rows, right? You don't want them to chain Goats, or chain Ring, or chain Raigeki Break, or whatever. So against Thunder Dragon Chaos, you just really want to have like Dust Tornado like all the time. And even against like Goat control, you just kind of want Dust Tornado all the time. And then there's some decks like Warriors where like Dust isn't insane, but it's like always going to be live, right? Like Warriors always going to have back rows. So I just felt like Dust is kind of the card that's most likely to be good in any given situation. Yeah, guys, we're playing an aggro deck. You don't play Upstart Goblin in an aggro deck. Realize that when you're trying to like reduce your opponent's life points to 0, like Upstart Goblin is like basically like a -1 or like a -1/2. The idea being that like you care about life points in most of your matchups just as much as you care about cards. So like you just don't want to give your opponent free life points. So yeah, we definitely don't want to be playing Upstart Goblin. I mean, I think Dust is fine. I mean, Dust Tornado is just like a good card, right? I mean, there's a lot of matchups where you'll get an edge by just playing on a spell or trap removal. Sometimes people play Pac-Man. You know, people play I don't know, like there's just like a lot of back row heavy decks right now. Like again, Warriors is one of them. You know, Burn sees a decent amount of play. If you play against like Gravekeepers, right? Like Dust Tornado is really good against Gravekeepers. So to me, it's just one of those cards where it's like, you know, if you're not opposed to playing 2, you shouldn't be opposed to playing 3. I mean, you know, think about it this way. You know, MST and 2 Dusts versus MST and 3, that's only like 33% more of that card, if that makes sense. So yeah, we'll try it out. I don't think Dust Tornado is going to disappoint me. I don't think... Well, even against Reasoning Gate, one thing that people forget is, like, against a lot of decks in the format, I talked about this on my last stream actually. Against a lot of decks in the format, Dust Tornado is just better than Heavy Storm right now. Because like there's certain decks where like their entire back row is chainable. So against like Reason Negate, for example, yeah, Dust Tornado isn't like super good, but it's better than Heavy Storm, right? And we're not gonna like cut Heavy Storm from our deck just because it's not good against Reasoning Gate. And same thing with like Thunder Dragon Chaos to an extent. Like you see some of these lists where like all of their back rows are like Raigeki Breaks and Jar Greeds or whatever. And like you just kind of want to be able to hit things in the end phase. I'm not saying we should cut Heavy Storm because like there's so many decks like Warriors where like Heavy Storm is just so good against them that like you have to play it. But yeah, my point is that like it's better than people think it is. Also, what they're going to talk about, I am siding Return. Dust Tornado is very good when we side in Return, so that's just like kind of another reason that we like Dust Tornado. I was considering siding 2 returns. We also could main one. I don't know. The problem is like Return's really good against Thunder Dragon Chaos, but like I just don't really want it against anything else. So to me that says okay, we should just side this card. Yeah. Not too much else to talk about, other than I was also considering siding a 3rd Magic Jammer. Because again, in like the combo matchups, like you just have a bunch of stuff that you don't care about discarding, right? Like in the combo matchups, I'd almost argue that like discarding a card is like almost like a good thing, right? Because like against Reasoning Gate, like the only way you're ever gonna get like a Chaos Monster in play is by like discarding your Lights and Darks with Magic Jammer. So I don't know, maybe we should be like siding a 3rd Magic Jammer. That's another card you don't really want to draw multiples. So yeah, that pretty much covers it, I think. We'll give it a shot. I mean, there's some things that I'm kind of unsure about. Side is like kind of thrown together. When I'm in the early stages of building a deck, like the side is just a bunch of cards, and I'm like, oh, maybe I want to side this in. But I don't necessarily know for sure. I mean, some things the side are like obvious, like Jowgen, like that's just like obvious side deck card. Everything else is like, and Return, that's another card where I'm like, okay, we're definitely siding that. But other than those 2 cards, everything else is like kind of up in the air. I tell you, past couple of times I've streamed, we've had like a weird sample of decks that we've played against. Like, last time we played like all Warrior Mirrors. And then like the time before that we just played against like a bunch of weird stuff. I don't know, we played against a bunch of weird stuff the last few times we've streamed. I mean, there's always gonna be a few weird decks, but then yeah, part of the side, like the reason that I have like the Vortex and the 2 Smashing Grounds and like some other stuff is like against like aggro mirrors, there's like a lot of cards you want to side out because you want to side out 2 crossouts and 3 trap dust shoots. That's like 5 spells or traps. So I'm like, shit, we gotta have like 3 spells or traps on our side to replace. So that's why I've got like Vortex, 2 Smashings, Bottomless, so on. This guy seems like a rock or a scissors thrower. Yeah. Oh, this is a good hand. This is a good hand. This would be like a good going first hand or a good going second hand. Yeah, this is like actually just a really broken hand. So let's see. He has Rhoda, Ring, Book, Smashing, and Goats. So yeah, he'll probably just like Rhoda for DD Warrior Lady, trade guys, and say go. Well, he'll set like, you know, Speller Trap or whatever, but... Oh, I like how he played around the second dust sheet there. That was pretty smart. Oh, he's actually just going for the Donzalug. Okay. So I'm thinking if I should set, yeah, I think we just dust in battle phase, see what we hit, and then if we hit goats, we set the other dust. If we don't hit goats, we leave the dust in our hand. He's like thinking that I'm supposed to search a Sagan first, but I'm not. I mean, this is actually better for him. So what do we get? I mean, I guess we just get, we just get like a random recruiter, right? Yeah, just Mystic Tomato. Yeah, Mystic Tomato seems like the play. Oh, and he didn't even set another Speller Trap. Now it's just easy. Because he had 3 cards that he could set. Yeah, this is gonna be like kinda nutty. Because he had a book that he could set too, and he just didn't set it. Like, why would he do that? Like, he plays around so many things by setting book. He plays around Snatch, he plays around Duo. Like, I don't know, I think this guy just had like a brain fart. Yeah, I'll just say go, I guess. Because, like, I don't want to set cross out, because if my Don gets snatched, I want him to have a 1 in 3rd chance of hitting the cross out. Okay, so Book's gone, so he has 2 unknown cards. Well, this is just ridiculous. This is just getting out of hand. This is just getting out of hand here. I don't know what this guy's playing. He's playing like a warrior deck that also plays Tsukiyomi. Why did he not set call? All right, this guy is just awful. Like, I mean, no offense, like in case I don't know he watches the stream later, but this guy is just actually playing awful. Like, just doesn't play around any of my cards. Oh, now I'm just gonna lose because he's gonna discard my breaker. Okay, he didn't discard my breaker. I mean, now we have the option to either Angel Ram or just Breaker kill the Snatch. I think just going Breaker kill the Snatch is better. Because we get to, mainly because we get to attack him for more damage. And yeah, we'll just say go. I mean, we could have said Dust Shoot as a bluff, I guess. I think there are pros and cons. Oh, that's a pretty good card. Yeah, Blade Knight's actually a pretty good draw here. And our DD Warrior Lady's gone, so we can't just like... well, we drew Book of Moon, so we're fine now. Yeah, Book of Moon's good sometimes. That's a good question, NB96. It's one of those things where I think there are pros and cons to both. I mean, there's certain things that I like about Dawn that I don't necessarily, we can't necessarily do with Reaper. Mainly, like, if we play Reaper and we draw it, we're gonna end up setting it a lot. And I don't really want to be in situations where I'm forced to set Spirit Reaper. But yeah, it's close. I don't think, like, Dawn versus Reaper, I don't think one is, like, a ton better than the other. I'm mainly just playing Dawn over Reaper to make their cross out slightly worse. That's really it. Do we even know what this guy's playing? I mean, I guess he's probably playing Goat Control with Warrior Toolbox Engine in it, if I had to guess. Yeah, I mean, we saw Goats, we saw Tsukiyomi, we saw Rhoda. So it's probably, like, kind of similar to the Goat deck that I was playing, like, a few weeks ago or whatever. I mean, I think I want third Book of Moon against that kind of deck. But I think that's mostly it. I don't know. I mean, going second, we probably don't want 3 Dust Shoots. Probably just want 2. Unless you think you're gonna deck your opponent out, you should never use Zalug to mill 2. And the reason why is because you can mill their Sinister. Or you, like, mill some really good monster and then they top deck Premature Burial. On average, milling is always going to help your opponent, again, unless you think there's a real chance that you can deck them out. Do we want to set Torrential? Probably not, to be honest. Oh, so what is this, like, Angel Chaos with, like, a Warrior Toolbox engine? That was, like, not what I was expecting at all. I don't know, I might just send back the... I don't know, I feel like we're either sending back, like, BLS or Shining Angel. Yeah, this is actually a pretty good hand. So we can ram Angel a bunch of times. We go through the chain, get Warrior Lady, trade Warrior Ladies. Yeah, BLS is probably the right play. And I'll explain why. Honestly, I think I'm sending back BLS mostly for the reason that our opponent played very badly in game one, so I think that we want to sort of take the lowest variance route that leaves him without a power card. We could just get Warrior Lady straight away, but the problem is if we do that, we could top deck Dead Angels later. Yeah, I mean, Warrior Lady is our only target here. If I had Roulette Barrel in my deck, I would love to search it. But obviously the Roulette Barrel is in our hands. Alright, so he's just playing all the things. Yeah, I kind of need a Dark in my grave. We can set Newdoria, but then he's just gonna banish it with Warrior Lady. Which is kind of problematic. I might just... Yeah, I think the play here is just to not use a monster yet. I mean, we're probably going to take 38. But, I think we can live with that. We're going to lose, like, half our life points. Probably I think I'm going to need both these, the Roulette Barrel and the Newdoria later, so it's like I really just don't want to set one yet. I mean, plus obviously there's the advantage that I might just get a 3-for-1 if my opponent doesn't know what he's doing. Alright, I mean, we take those. We take those. Yeah, he can't even legally activate goats. I mean, I'd love for my opponent to just waste his goats here, but he legally can't do that, so... So yeah, his hand is Donzelig Blade meta with goats set. Okay, he's just gonna... Alright, well now I'm gonna play goats. Hmm. So we'll probably summon Blade Knight and attack. Yeah. I think this is the plan here. He's gonna go Blade Knight. Well, I mean, he might meta. Either way, it's fine. He's probably gonna go Blade Knight attack, meta main phase 2, which is fine. Or just meta main phase 1, which is also fine. But basically, by doing this, we kind of force him to burn the meta now. That's sort of the idea here. I mean, or if he doesn't want to use meta, that's fine too. It's like, it's kind of like a win-win either way. Yeah, because now we get like at least one free barrel activation. And the odds of rolling a 1 or a 4 are pretty good, right? I mean, odds are we're probably going to get one or the other. Okay, we didn't get either one here. We got a 3 and a 2. I think I just want to keep setting... Yeah, I just want to... Just set more monsters, I think. I think that's the plan. I mean, you can just kind of wall here for a while if he doesn't want a meta, you know? Probably just want to get Sengen here. I don't know, maybe not. You can make a case for just getting other tomato. That was actually a mistake. I should have used Roulette Barrel first. Oh, he just picked like the worst book target in play. Because we should have just booked my Roulette Barrel, so if I wanted to use the effect again, I would have to turn it to attack. Yeah, we just missed twice in a row. 6 and a 2. Yeah, I think we're just going to start attacking goats. I actually don't have like a ton of great Sengen targets left, to be honest. Yeah, we basically just have more tomatoes and Don's Luke. That's the only thing we can get. Yeah, this deck doesn't have the best Sangan targets, to be honest. Wow, we just like drew our like one tomato target. That's not an argument to cut Sangan. Sangan's, it's such a good tomato target. You have to play it. Wow, we missed Roulette Barrel 3 turns in a row. Can't get a 1 or a 4. I'm not gonna bitch too much, but maybe I should turn the barrel to attack and attack a goat. It's pros and cons to each. Because he's obviously gonna meta take our Zaborg and attack over the roulette barrel. It's just, do we want to put the thing in attack, have one less goat, but if we put it in attack, we take 1400 more damage. Obviously here, like, we're just gonna go, Sorcerer to kill the Thousand Eyes. So we're fine unless he, like, I don't know, has Delinquent Duo to discard our Sorcerer or something. Oh, I guess if he summoned, like, Kaiku main phase 2, that would be pretty good. Oh, this is a really good Graceful Charity, because, like, 2 out of the 3 cards in our hand are shit. They were just gonna discard them both. We don't need this tomato, and we don't need this Donzalug. And he has a Donzalug in hand and one card that we don't know about. I don't know. I think I want to set Mirror Force in case he like has an out to the Sorcerer and tries to Donzalug us. Sucks to be me. Oh, it's just saying go. What? Why do people do that? Just MST, no follow-up? Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're in a pretty good spot. I mean, we can definitely still lose this game. Oh man, that sucks. I mean, again, if he has no follow-up, it doesn't really matter, right? Like, it just... Oh my god, okay, well... Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, here should still be fine, right? Just play our other Sorcerer, banish our Sorcerer, and then... we're kind of just back in it. Book of Moon's a good card to draw. There's not a ton he can do here since we have Book of Moon. Like, he had tried 1,000 Eyes, we have Book of Moon for that. Yeah, this creature swap isn't really gonna do much. Do we get rid of the goat or the breaker? Probably just get rid of the breaker since we have the book for a meta. If we didn't have book, I would probably just banish the goat here. Oh, we have another book. We did side in the third. Yeah, I will set the second book here. Plays around Delinquent Duo. And yeah, I guess that's mainly the reason. Oh, we have double swap. Yeah, these swaps aren't going to do a whole lot. Yeah, we drew Tomato, but we actually just have straight up 0 targets in our deck. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep attacking here. Play around the torrential. Like, to be honest, if our opponent like outs our Chaos Sorcerer, we almost have like just no threats left in our deck. We still have a couple of Azura Priests though, which are a pretty good threat, especially with these swaps. We got 2 Azura Priests left in our 14 card deck. So we can do something like set Mystic Tomato, activate creature swap. I feel like if he had goats, he would have played it by now, right? So I'm not really too worried about goats. We can also summon Tomato, swap it, and then try to banish it with Sorcerer. Problem doing that is we run into Torrential. I'll be pretty surprised if he has goats here. Oh, he actually has Solemn Judgment. Okay, that's great. Plus, it tells us that his monster is like something that's actually good. So yeah, him playing Solemn Judgment actually just makes this so much easier. I didn't even know he was playing that card. So yeah, we took his Faith, which is pretty good. I mean, getting back Graceful is pretty good, especially with our dead Trap Dust sheet. Oh my. Of course, we have no targets. So yeah, we'll see go. So now he's got like 2 things he has to deal with. He's got to deal with the Sorcerer, and he's got to deal with his Faith. So I don't think either one of those is particularly likely to happen. You would need like Pot of Greed into the nuts here. Like Pot into Graceful, into like BLS or something, I don't know. What he needs is like Pot of Greed into BLS on the face down monster, then Mind Control for the Chaos Sorcerer. That would work. Oh, actually, even that wouldn't work, because double book stops Mind Control. Like, one book doesn't stop Mind Control, but having 2 books does. I mean, it doesn't stop Mind Control, but it stops Chaos Sorcerer from being able to banish itself if you have 2 books. Yeah, we'll just let him do that, I guess. If he had main phase 2 duo, that'd be kind of sick, but, you know. So yeah, I'd say he's pretty likely to have Torrential here, so we're not gonna, like, summon Breaker. I'll just make sure he doesn't have Solemn for Graceful. Yeah, I didn't think he did, to be honest. So we definitely want to discard Dust Shoot. We've already used our 2 swaps. Yeah, I guess we'll discard Azure only because the rest of my hand is so good. Yeah. So yeah, now that he's used the Torrential, we can summon Breaker. And that's game. Alright, yeah, that was like... Our opponent just like made a mistake it almost like every time he had a real opportunity to. So, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. It is a good warm-up, though. Our opponent's playing like a fairly normal deck. I mean, it wasn't a very focused deck, but, like, it wasn't too out there. We are 2-0 on winning die rolls so far. Yeah, it's pretty reasonable hands. I mean, I don't like the fact that we opened double Chaos Monster, but other than that, like, it's pretty good hands. Oh, opponent's playing Reasoning Gate. I guess we'll send back Sinister. I mean, Sinister's pretty good with Graceful, even in these decks, so... He discards the Jinzo right away. He also discarded Goats right away. So obviously, we're either calling 4 or 8. This is a question of which one. Yeah, I mean, Demok getting back Graceful would be so good. That's the thing with Reasoning Gate. It's like, if they summon Demok, like, the game might as well just be over. He gets Crane, attacks our guy, what do we do? And he has Defusion in his hand. Oh, it sucks. But if Crane goes to his grave, he can play a Chaos Sorcerer, Defusion back all his stuff. Yeah, I think we have to say level 8. I mean, honestly, there is... If we get it wrong, we're just not going to be very happy regardless. We're kind of stuck between like a rock and a hard place here. But the problem is we call 4, and it actually is a Sacred Crane. Then it's like he has Light in the Dark in his grave. And we know that he has a Defusion in his hand. So it's like, that could just be kind of problematic. Alright, he says he wants to take back True Nade. I'm gonna let him. Because I'm a nice guy. Oh, okay. I shouldn't have let him take it back. Because now we're just probably fucked. Oh, he's getting back Reasoning. This is easy 4, right? Easy 4? I mean, I suppose it could be level 5s, but I think it's just easy 4. We're probably just gonna lose this game regardless, because, like, his start was so good. We're just gonna ring this guy if he's doing it this way. And this guy just doesn't know how his deck works, I guess, because I have to, like, remind him that Demok gets banished here. Yeah, this is pretty hard to come back from. What we really need is, like Graceful Charity or Snatch Steal. Yeah, this was, like, not a very good opening against Reasoning Gate. Okay, I guess he's gonna say okay. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I don't think we have a ton of options other than just playing our Chaos Monsters. I mean, we're probably not going to win, but I don't know. Anything's possible. If he defusions, we do get 2 guys back. I don't know. I mean, it is 4-4 here. Oh, what's he trying to get? Maybe he'll deck himself out. He actually might legitimately deck himself out here. If I win, this will have been a very weird game. Okay, yeah, Sinister doesn't help. I don't know why. I mean, he's certainly not the first person to put Sinister in a Reasoning Gate deck, but I don't really think it does anything. I mean, he can meta it now, I guess, but it's like, okay, so what, you know? So what does he do now? Does he have Vortex on his grave? Even with that, like, even if he has Vortex. Oh no, Vortex, that would be 47. Yeah, Vortex would be enough to kill us. Oh, but he doesn't have it. He could get Graceful and try to draw into Vortex. He could meta for Gatling. He could Snatch. I don't know, we're probably still going to lose this game, to be honest. Yeah, you could Reincarnation for BLS. I don't know. If I were that guy, I would have just Graceful and tried to draw into Vortex. 3 out of 7 chance. For me, it's like, I was just trying to get my 3 out of 7 chance, you know? Again, what do I know? Okay, so that's banished. So I take, what is that, 11? I mean, I guess I'll just get another Shining Angel. And BLS has 2 attacks. Oh yeah, I guess I'm just dead, right? Yeah, I had to... Oh, I should have just failed to find there. Yeah, if I had failed to find, we could live. Yeah, that was a mistake. I just didn't bother to do the math and realize that we needed to fail to find with Angel. I mean, I let him take back Giant Trunade. So really, I should just asked him if I could take back the Angel. That would have been one option. We had some pretty decent side deck cards though. I like 7 cards bring in. 7 cards is pretty good. Yeah, Roulette Barrel's not very great in this matchup, so that's coming up for Jowgen. So Borg is actually pretty bad too. Borg is like actually horrendous in this matchup. Because like you're just never gonna be able to summon it. You just don't have enough time, you know? I actually don't really love Breaker either. Like, what does Breaker do? Breaker does like nothing. Yeah, I think this is the right side. I think this is the right side. Oh, that's pretty nutty hands. It's just so sick because we even have Magic Jammer to protect the setup. I don't know, we'll do this, I guess. See how it goes. I mean, he could out this. He could go, like, heavy into something. Yeah, I could have Magic Jammered there, but we'll just let him do it. Yeah, this is so nuts. Potagreed into MST on Magic Jammer into Graceful. I mean, we still could win, though. We still could win. Jesus Christ, he has Heavy Storm, too? I don't know. I guess we'll let it go through. I don't know what we're supposed to call here. Alright, one hit went through. Well, Heavy's gone. And we do know that he plays duo, so I'm just gonna set both. Alright, that's fine. Probably didn't even need our ring anyways. Yeah, he's just doing nothing. We could set a monster here. Just in case like he outs our guy somehow, that way we don't lose. I think that's actually just the optimal play, to be honest. Like, if he has Snatch Steal, we don't want to, like, randomly lose somehow. Oh shit, we can book our guy, summon all of our guys, and then just win, right? Yeah, if this card is special summoned. Shit, that works. Yeah, man, that's a really... I've actually never done that before. I feel like that should come up enough where I should have done that before, but that was the first time I've ever booked my last warrior so I could summon a monster for game. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Alright, so we know that he sided in... Yeah, I mean, you know that he sided in decrees. We actually saw multiple decrees. So... let's see. Is there anything? I mean, we could side in heavy. Yeah, going second versus a deck with a bunch of decrees, we probably just want to side in heavy. I mean, I guess that also technically makes Breaker a little better. I don't know. Well, let's try this, I guess. This is not a very good hand if he just decrees the shit out of us. This actually isn't the best hand, period. I don't know. I suppose the hand could be worse. We just need like a monster, and then we're good, you know. Yeah, I was just letting him know what my intention was. That's pretty good hands. Fearless, Sorcerer, Heavy, Snatch. I almost want to send back Sacred Crane just so I don't take damage, but that seems pretty bad. Yeah, I could send Sacred Crane, attack us, then next turn tribute for Air Knight, and attack us again. it's awful. I actually think I am going to send back Sacred Crane. I know, like, it feels like just so shitty. I mean, on the plus side, if he activates Reasoning... If he activates Reasoning later, it makes that a little easier to call. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. This kind of sucks, because it's like, we just can't summon DD Warrior later, or else he just goes like Brain Air Knight, Snatch Air Knight. So we're just going to set it and say go, I guess. Oh, hey, KJH. I was hoping one of us would catch the other's stream. You're just in time here to see me probably lose. Alright, Sakuretsu armor now, so I guess this is... Yeah, and he already used heavy. Yeah, that is melee KJH. If you want KJH, I'll actually play a game against you after this, just because I know, you know, gotta do it for the fans, you know what I mean? Gotta do it for the fans. So yeah, I'll play a game against you if you want. Yeah. After this game, we'll play. So yeah, he's gonna brain. We knew he was gonna do this. Oh, he's gonna Monster Gate. I mean, that's fine too, I guess. Just no Demock, please. No Demock, please. Yeah, Sacred Crane's fine. You can Sacred Crane. Just no Demock. Ugh. I was gonna lose. I know I'm being kind of pessimistic here. Yeah, we have to call Evolate. We don't really have an option. We don't really have an option here. We have to call Evolate. Okay, that's fine. Summon Sinister all you want, buddy. Summon Sinister all you want. Yes, get Sakud. What do we even want to draw here? I guess drawing Cyberstein again would be pretty good. Let's draw Cyberstein. Mystic Tomato would work too. So we can go Sangan, creature swap. Then he can BLS us. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're super likely to win here, but it's possible. Like, our opponent could, like, I don't know. He could just, like, screw it up somehow. That's basically what we're depending on here, is that our opponent just totally messes up the game here. Oh, he's playing Chaos Sorcerer, not BLS? So we have our own BLS. We're gonna take 23, go to 41. Oh, we could get Jaugen. Probably doesn't worry. Let's see. We know he has Snatch. Oh, it's just so awkward. So I want to play BLS, but I know he has Snatch, so it's like we can't. I'm trying to think, is there like any way that we can make this work? I mean, we can like get Donzalug and like Vortex and hope that like Donzalug just like discards the perfect card. We have one light, one dark. Yeah, problem is he has two monsters. We like swap isn't. I mean, we can summon Tomato. We can swap. I don't know. Maybe that is the play. I'm just gonna get Tomato. I mean, Tomato's probably gonna be good regardless of what our next draw is. Whereas anything else, you know, not necessarily. Oh shit! Now we have Mind Crush. This changes everything. So let's see. We can go Tomato swap. We get Crane. Crane attacks over Tomato. We get a random 1400 attack monster. That's 200 plus 14. Then we can do plus BLS plus 700 more. I mean, that's 53. We can... We can put him at 400. Oh, actually, we can BLS, banish his Crane, because we know he has BLS in his hand, so we don't want him to have Light in the Dark. We can BLS, banish the Crane, summon Tomato, swap the Tomato, take the Sorcerer, attack for 7, attack for 14. But then he can still use Defusion. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely going to be summoning BLS. It's just kind of a question of, like, what else we're doing. Ugh. So basically, it's like, we can attack him a bunch, put him at 400. But then the problem with doing that is we can Mind Crush the Snatch, or we can Mind Crush the BLS, but we can't Mind Crush both. So I think we basically have to hope that he doesn't top deck a Dimension Fusion and play around all of the outs. Yeah, plus by doing things... I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I mean, I think this is just, like, the right play. But, you know, it's like we just kind of have to figure it out, right? Oh, whoops. Yeah, I mean, I know I guess Search the Tomato was still... It was still 53 either way. Because it was 16 plus 37. Yeah, it was 53 either way. Okay, so getting rid of the BLS is definitely a good thing. Yeah, then now we Mind Crush the Snatch Steal. And he has Sinister and 3 unknown cards. So unless he drew Dimension Fusion this turn, it should be game. Oh, I mean, that works too. I mean, we have Vortex to just, you know, clear the fields. What does he even get back here? Alright, yeah, it's gonna come down to the wire here. I mean, I still don't think we're favored to win this game, but it's possible. God damn it. Alright, so Crane's gone. Like, that's it? Man, this blows. I mean, we're not calling 5. I mean, it is one of those scenarios where we just have to get it right. I mean, I just have to call level 8 again. Yeah, we're just kind of bones now. I mean, if he plays, like, 3 Sacred Cranes, then I guess I should have called 4, but, like, most people don't play 3 Sacred Cranes. Dude, Tahaha Fed or whatever, you're doing the math wrong. The only thing I could do is I could go Summon Tomato, swap. He has to give me Sacred Crane. I mean, he doesn't have to, but you know, you get what I'm saying. He would give me Sacred Crane. And then, you know, that's 16, right? Because 16 over 14 is 2, plus 14 more is 16, plus 37, right? Because BLS is 3,000 plus 700 over the Sorcerer. So yeah, it would be 37 plus 16, which is 53. That's assuming that our opponent, like, doesn't just give us, you know, the wrong monster or whatever, right? I mean, yeah, if our opponent just gave us the Chaos Sorcerer off the swap, then it would be game. But our opponent has no reason to do that. Yeah, that's just game, like, no matter what, right? Does he have, like, a Premature Burial? Oh, yeah, or Brain Control. Yeah, either one of those is game. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty close. Like, both games 1 and 3 were fairly close. Like, both games 1 and 3, we were kind of behind the whole game, but there's always, like, some hope that, like, oh, maybe it'll work out. So yeah, KJH, let's play here. Just give me a sec here. And then, yeah, after we play KJH, we're gonna probably call it the night. I don't know, unless it's really quick. All right, so yeah, I'm on my main account now. Let me just import this deck. Why did it not work? Didn't import. Do I have too many decks? Is that the problem? I do have like 1,000 decks on this account. Hold on, let me like delete a bunch of these. We play Teledad. That format is boring as shit, though. Yeah, for some reason it's still not letting me import this deck. All right, give me a sec here. I'm trying to remember what accounts I have and if any of them like aren't maxed out on decks already. All right, what will this? Hold on. Let's see. Is it gonna let me import deck on this account? What the heck? It's just not letting me import a deck. This is annoying. I think. Hold on. Maybe. Yeah, this is a deck. I just haven't updated my site in extra. Well, maybe the file's like corrupted or something. Yeah, hold on. Let me. Sorry, I'm not trying to waste everyone's time here. All right, KJH, tell me your username in the chat, like your Dueling Book username in the chat, and I'll just message you on Dueling Book. Or just host a game or something. Oh, your name's probably just KJH, isn't it? That would make sense. Oh, maybe not. Oh, that would be it. Okay. Uh. All right. All right. So let's get started here. We are playing Chaos Recruiter against Melee Legend KJH. Oh man, he beat me in RPS. He was obviously watching the stream, guys. Stream sniper confirmed. Yeah, I'll see if this goes through. Probably won't go through, but you never know. Oh, he said fuck, so I think that's a good sign. Huh, so he didn't set Book of Moon. I don't know, let's see what happens here. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought it was. Because if he didn't set Book and the Dawn hit went through, it probably just means that he has Dust. But it's like, what am I going to do about it, you know? I mean, I guess I could just not set a spell or trap. That's one option. Oh, wow, okay. We're just going to get shit on, it looks like. Wow, Robin Goblet is actually, like, randomly pretty good against Chaos Recruiter. Oh, this sucks. Because now it's like, I feel like I can't really try to play around Crossout. I mean, I can, but, like, you know, I don't really want to. Normal Summon Sinister, okay. I'm just gonna try to barrel it up here, I think. Yeah, it seems like we're up against some sort of aggro deck, so hopefully the roulette barrel comes through. If you had Rush Recklessly, that would be pretty good. Sinister attack, Rush Recklessly, trade hits. I've actually, believe it or not, in Warriors, I've thought about siding Rush Recklessly just to be a counter to, like, Royal Decree. I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but, you know, I thought about it. Hmm. Well, it changes things a little. Hmm. Well, he probably doesn't have cross out. So I'm not going to try to play around it. If he had cross out, he would have used it last turn, you know? I mean, I haven't had many chances to like Trout Roulette Barrel in this deck so far. I mean, I think it's good in theory. You know, air quotes, in theory. Um, Not sure like how good it is actually. I mean, definitely against this kind of matchup, Roulette Barrel is pretty good. I just wanted to have a decent angel target besides DD Warrior Lady. We just need to draw some Chaos Monsters. That's what we really need here. We just need some good old-fashioned Chaos Monsters. Heavy Storm is a pretty good card. I don't really care about Sinister, so we are going to be sending back Exiled. So far, I'm not even sure if Sinister does anything in this deck. I mean, I would assume it does something, but like... Uh... I was playing My Body as a Shield. Yeah, this is a spicy one. This is a spicy one, folks. Oh, this is really good. This is actually this is an insane draw here. Because we just have perfect info. Oh no, his guy's at 2,000. God damn it. If his guy was at 16, this would be a really sick draw. I mean, I'm still going to play it anyway, because I do kind of want to get rid of this Robin Goblin. Just in case that's Morphing Jar, I'm going to set first. Okay, we take 9. Yeah, we didn't summon this turn, so we can just set our guy again. I don't know, maybe I should have summoned it just to play around top deck cross out. Uh Angel. Yeah, we'll just let that happen, I guess. Yeah, like I said, I just need some chaos monsters. Ooh, he's doing that. Oh, that's pretty good. Man, just can't draw a chaos monster. I mean, as far as the right way to dust shoot priority rules, I don't know. People have different ways. Depending on who you talk to, they'll tell you a different thing, you know. I don't know. I'm just gonna ring his guy, I guess. This is an okay draw, I suppose. It's actually not really that great. It's probably just sinister, but, you know, we'll find out. Yeah, this is interesting. Oh, I think I understand now. The idea behind his deck is that, like, he sets spy, sets Roblin Goblin, someone attacks into his set spy, and then he flips the Roblin Goblin and gets a card out of their hands. I finally understand. Two Roblin Goblins are gone, and Duo is gone. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, we're just gonna say go here. I tell you, we need this Chaos Monster, though. We've been through half of our deck. We're probably just dead. Okay, yeah, that's game. Yeah, we just, like, went through half our deck, didn't see Chaos Monster. And he's playing, like, a bunch of spies. Yeah, this is a hard matchup. This is not an easy matchup at all. Yeah, I mean, I like Tribe and Vortex. Definitely like those. I don't think I like Dust Shoots very much, even if we're going first. Probably just gonna do something like this. This seems like a good bet here. Yeah, this is gonna be a tough matchup though. I mean, I don't know. We got some good cards in the matchup. Like Swap's pretty good in the matchup. Um, obviously Chaos Monsters are good in the matchup. Pretty good opening hand. Yeah, I think we want to dust one of these. Oh, Solemn's a good one. Solemn's a good one. We like hitting Solemn. Yeah, I'll give this a shot here. Yeah, this is fine. So he's attacking tomato first. I mean, I'm kind of telegraphing my hand, I think. I'm just gonna get Donzalug. Okay, yeah, that's right. He plays my body as a shield. I'll probably just... That was probably kind of dumb on my part. Yeah, and he didn't side out crossouts. Yeah, we're not off to a good start. Our opponent had the my body for the mirror, and then he had the crossout for the roulette barrel, so... Things are not going well so far. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I should have gotten Newdoria. Obviously, I was thinking about my body as a shield, even though we didn't see it in game one, because it's a very non-standard choice. We're just gonna get rid of all the things. Because I don't want to get my guy Mirror Forced here, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this is good. Yeah, there's actually a lot of different approaches we can take here. So we know he has Azura in his hands. He said, I have Azura, but I would rather set a monster. Yeah, I think we just want a Zaborg. I mean, we hope it's not Sinister, but it's probably like Spy or Guard, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, he's at 13. He's at 13. I mean, he is, like, you know, slightly up on cards, but... Yeah, now I feel like we just probably win, like, almost no matter what he has. Okay, yeah, that wasn't a very eventful game. I mean, I definitely think I made a mistake there by getting the Dawn, but I just kind of drew out of it. So he plays Azura. Plays Azura, he plays Blade Knight. He plays Spies and Guard. Yeah, he probably plays like sort of mini toolbox engine, right? We saw Exiled. We saw Blade Knight. Azura could be kind of difficult for us to deal with. I don't know. I think our side's fine though. Luckily, we're playing the kind of deck that like can handle going second pretty well. You know, well-ish. Yeah, this duo's, you know, fine. We don't really care about duo too much. So with Chaos Recruiter, you always have like 1 or 2 cards in your hand that are kind of not exciting, and you're just like, yeah, I'll just discard that. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. We're not off to a bad start. I mean, our opponent's already down to 55, you know? I mean, our opponent didn't have a monster in turn 1. So yeah, I mean, I think we're doing okay. Like, you know, I will say, like, duo set 3 back rows is not, like, that strong of an opening. Or 2 back rows, you know, whatever it was. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, Exiled's fine. We can deal with Exiled. Yeah, I mean, if our opponent doesn't have any real threats, we could just, you know, lay the beat down. I mean, I feel like one of these back rows is probably a Solemn. Just because, like, he set 2 and he didn't use one yet, you know what I mean? Maybe like a Solemn and a Roblin Goblin. That's probably what his 2 back rows are. I mean, one of them's probably wrong, but, like, that would be what would make the most sense. Oh, I guess. It's interesting. He set 2 back rows turn 1, 1 being a heavy. He set heavy book turn 1. It's interesting. Yeah, it's pretty good Kaiku. What do we want to search here? I wish our tomato was an angel so we could get Roulette Barrel. Yeah, I guess we could search Sangan, and Sangan could get Roulette Barrel. I don't know. I think probably just New Doria is better. Does he got the end phase dust? Okay, he doesn't. Taz is a zapper. He's got the tech. I don't think Taz is very good against my deck. But it does work with Roblin Goblin, right? I mean, it does work with Roblin Goblin. Man, if he's got like a Roblin Goblin to discard our last card, that would blow. We probably have to hope that's not his last card, though. I think we just have to take the 26. God damn it. I mean, we could have gone after the... I mean, we still have a lot of draws that can attack over this Mataza. And plus now, like, if we draw into, like, a Chaos Monster, we know it's live. I mean, of course, our opponent has Solemn. Oh, man, this didn't work out. Our opponent had Roblin Goblin to discard the Azura, and then Solemn to hit the Graceful. And we've already used our ring, so, like, we can't even try to top deck ring for lethal. I mean, we can try, but we're unlikely to be successful. Well, we're obviously going to play this BLS. Just, are we going to banish or are we going to try to go for game? So let's see. If we banish his guy, what's like the worst case scenario? Worst case scenario is he draws Snatch and kills us. Exiled's already gone, so you can't Rhoda for Exiled to kill our BLS. Honestly, the other thing that could happen is he could top deck Ring for a tie if we don't kill him this turn. Yeah, he's used like no back rows though. Like he's used no Saku. He's used like one book. He's used no mirror. Yeah, I just think we just have to banish his guy. I mean, we could. It's hard because it's like how many ways does he have to stop this BLS attack? Right, that's like kind of the question. And obviously now, if this is the out to our BLS, we just look like an idiot. But yeah, he's saying this game. Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Yeah, he's asking me if you should have Solemn Charity versus it kind of ends up the same either way, to be honest. Like it's, you know what I'm saying? It's just like it's kind of wash. Like you're either gonna Solemn the Charity or Solemn the card that Charity draws you into, so it's like kind of the same shit. But yeah, it was a good game. I mean, the Roblin Goblin, like, I don't think it was great, but I don't think it was terrible. Like, most of his Roblin Goblins went 1-for-1, which, like, isn't bad, right? I mean, one for ones are certainly fine, right? I mean, there's some matchups where, like, Roblin Goblin would be insane. Like, if you're against Reasoning Gate and you have, like, Roblin Goblin Mataza the Zapper, like, they just get shit on. It's like, hey, I'm going to discard 2 cards, and you can't brain control my Mataza, you know? But yeah, we have time for one more match. This is going to be last match, win or lose. Then we're going to call it a day. Jury's still out on, like, how good is Chaos Recruiter in general. We played against, like, one guy playing, like, I don't know, like, some goat control probably. He didn't really know what he was doing. We played against Reasoning Gate, lost a pretty close 2-1. Which, you know, I don't think it's, like, a super favorable matchup. Maybe if we sided more, it could be. And then obviously we beat KGH in another very close 2-1. Playing Roblin Goblin. This guy seems like a paper thrower. Oh man, I totally misread this guy. Totally misread this guy. I hope our opponent just draws 6 and says go. Then we just discard 3 cards. It doesn't look like drawing 6 and saying go. Alright, I'd like to revise what I hope happens. I hope he doesn't play monster turn 1. Oh, is this Reasoning Gate again? Does everyone just play Reasoning Gate now? I mean, I guess it could be some other deck that plays Blowback, but usually when I see Blowback, I assume they're on Reasoning Gate. Okay, well, he just discarded Fiend Comedian, so I just take back everything I just said. What does it do? I know it's like 50-50. Yeah, either remove all the cards or mill cards from your deck, right? Well, we got Donzaloo Cross out, so that has to be pretty good. I'm sure I'll just cross out and he'll flip like Big Shield Gardna. Knowing my luck in, you know, the weird shenanigans we've seen so far. Oh, he set Strike Ninja. What is going on here? I feel like we're gonna lose somehow. I don't know, maybe not. Yeah, I mean, I guess he's playing like a Strike Ninja return deck or Strike Ninja D-Fusion, something like that. Second coin toss. Okay, this is way off the deep end. Oh, he discarded Breaker. That's pretty sweet. You like to see that when you have Mirror Force in your hands. You definitely like to see that. It's got 2 Darks in his grave, so I mean, Strike Ninja's live. Yeah, I think I want to play Angel in case I draw a Chaos Monster. You know, I want to get the Slate in my grave. That's mildly annoying. We're gonna play around Duo or Heavy Storm. Alright, we'll play around Duo, I guess. Plus, you know, he might set a back row. Plus, sometimes if people have heavy, they'll, like, try to set heavy and get the pro heavy. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, this guy's just shitting on us. Yeah, I mean, technically he's gonna go +1 here. If my math is correct. Yeah, because it's... Or no, is that a 1-for-1? Yeah, he tributes 2, draws 2. Yeah, I guess it's a 1-for-1. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna mirror because I don't want my Angel to get banished. Now I'm kind of happy I set the Dust, because if he like has Return in his hand, I kind of want to end phase Dust to the Return. But yeah, we're probably just going to lose this game. If our opponent has anything at all good in his hand, we're going to lose. Okay, well, we got the Return, so... Yeah, just because of, like, the position that we're in, I think we can't really afford to play around Mirror or Torrential. So if he has Mirror, he has Mirror, you know? You know, I want to get him under 2,000 as soon as possible, in case he has Dimension Fusion. I wonder what his back row is, though. It could just be another return, I guess. He could have just set 2 returns, play around Dust. Could be like a Book of Moon. That would kind of make sense. Other than that, I don't know. I think it's got to be either like Return or Book of Moon or... I don't know. It could be like an MST. I guess it could be another Fiend to Comedian. So yeah, we just want to get New Doria here. There's not really a reason to get anything else. Yeah, I mean, I guess that technically works. Both our guys do have 800. It's weird that he sits Smashing Ground. Oh, I guess to make it less likely that we would dust the return. So yeah, if he goes Strike Ninja Dodge, this is actually just game here. So yeah, he goes down to 24. Alright, I mean, we just need to ring something for 24, I guess. And I don't think good players always top in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because when you think about it this way, at any YCS, there's probably at least like 50 good players, and clearly they can't all top. Logic. Oh, he's got Sinister, so now we need to draw another monster. Yeah, so Bustamante TCG, I actually meant to mention that on stream. I mean, I guess I don't know what you mean by coaching specifically. If something specific that you want, we can work it out. But anyone who subs to me on Twitch or becomes a YouTube member, I will either fix your deck or review one of your games on stream, which is a pretty good deal. I mean, a YouTube membership is $4, a Twitch sub is $5, and if you have Amazon Prime, a Twitch sub is free. So yeah, that's like the little thing that I have at the bottom here that's like, hey, do you want me to review your GOAT format deck or tell you how to play better? Become a Twitch sub or a YouTube member, right? Alright, so our opponent's playing some weird-ass Strike Ninja deck. He's playing Gravekeeper Spy, we know that. That's kind of the main thing that we saw that we care about. I mean, I'll do that too if you want. Like, assuming it's like a real deck, which I think I know who you are, and I think it is a real deck. If someone says like, "Hey, I'll pay you like $5 to play like a deck of 40 vanillas or something," I'm just gonna be like, "Yeah, no." But like, if it's an actual competitive deck and you want me to play your deck, you know, in exchange for giving me a Twitch sub or a YouTube membership, I'll do that, right? I'd be happy to do that. Like, for the most part, I'm pretty flexible about this stuff. Oh, DD Scout play. Yeah, this guy's like playing a hardcore Strike Ninja deck. This is like the full meme. I'll prepare the cash. Y'all, I'll prepare the $4 or $5. Yeah, we're just definitely sending back Spy. I don't really care about any of this other crap. Oh, he discarded Kaiku. I'm kind of surprised. That was like the one thing I was sure he wouldn't discard. Why would he discard Kaiku rather than something like Jinzo? I'm not sure if I understand that one. Yeah, that one, I don't know. It doesn't make much sense. Okay, so yeah, he's gonna just Strike Ninja, get his scout plane back. Is there any reason to summon Azura here? So let's see. Scout plane will come back, Strike Ninja will come back. Oh, and then he's gonna tribute for Jinzo. I see. I see. So yeah, it's got Jinzo and Return in hand with 2 unknown cards. I mean, Tomato's gonna hold the fort pretty well unless he has, I don't know, like a, yeah, I was about to say like a Snatch Stealer or Smashing Ground. Even still, though, we're not taking a ton of damage. We're taking, like, what, 31 and 24? I mean, we're going to 24, but we do get to gain 1,000 on our turn, so, like... You know, I'm not really too worried. So he's got 1 Dark in his grave. So probably just gonna get Newdoria here, right? I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have gotten Newdoria. Because I think I probably just want to, like... Oh, let's see, he has Return in his hand. Oh, whoops. Yeah, sorry, we want to... I don't think we want to Sork his guy, because, like, we know he has Return. Yeah, he has Return, and then after he draws, he'll have 2 unknowns. I don't know, I actually don't think I'll lose this one. I feel like I... You know, I'm often the pessimist, but, like, I don't think I'm going to lose this one. I really don't. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we didn't get rid of Return, but, like, hitting Ring is just as good. I mean, that's just as scary, you know? So yeah, Snatch is gone. So I don't need to be. I'm just thinking of whether we attack or not. So he goes 53, or he can attack from 23, put him at 3,000. Then we threaten lethal next turn. Yeah, we know he has return. Yeah, I mean, I think we just probably just want to do the maximum amount of damage here. Yeah, we'll set Trunchbull, because why not? I mean, it sets probably return, right? So we'll have Tomato attack the face down, and then if it's like a DD scout plane or something, this is just game. Well, I mean, he can return to, like, block a hit or whatever, but, you know, it's... Getting him to use the return is kind of the idea here. What order are we actually supposed to attack in here? Yeah, I think it's actually correct to attack in the other order. This guy's trying to tell me that I have to attack my Sengen into his Kaiku. That's just not how this works. Yeah, this guy, like, doesn't understand how replays work. Yeah, then that was his game. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he just did this in the wrong order. He's supposed to take the Sengen hit, go to 2,000, then return, go to 1,000, get Kaiku to block the Sorcerer. I mean, we were probably going to win anyways. But yeah, our opponent was, like, extremely confused about how replays worked. So yeah, GG's. That was a pretty fast one. That was like a 20-minute match, which for GOAT format is pretty quick. Yeah, our opponent was playing a weird-ass deck. But yeah, that's it. We got like a solid 2-hour stream in, 4 matches. Pretty good. Yeah, and yeah, I will just, shout out the, the offer again. I will, review your deck, review your match, or I guess also play your deck if you give me a sub or a membership. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, GoatFormat.com actually explains how the replay mechanic works pretty well. I heard a pretty smart guy came up with that write-up with the detailed explanation. So yeah, I mean, replays work slightly differently in GOAT format compared to current Yu-Gi-Oh! So in GOAT format, well, in both games, if I attack with a monster and you cause a replay, I can decide to not attack with it anymore, right? That's the same in all formats. But the difference in GOAT format is if I decide to not attack with that monster when the replay occurs, I can then attack with it later in the battle phase. So that was what I did there. I said, hey, I'm not going to attack with Sengen, right? And then now I'm going to have Sorcerer attack. But hey, since Sengen didn't complete an attack, I can still attack with it. So yeah, that's the difference there. And yeah, if you go to the rules section of goatformat.com, they explain how that works. Not a super like complicated mechanic. There are a lot of things in Goat format that are a little more hard to understand than that. But yeah, good learning experience for multiple people, I guess. So yeah, take care. Next Friday, I don't know. I might stream Goat format again, might not. We'll see.